Assistant coach Silas is entering his third season with the Warriors. Recently, we sat down with him to talk about his community work and his influence as a role model. Stephen, we're here with the Nicholas Colby Foundation basketball clinic tonight at the practice facility. Tell us about this and how you got involved.
Well, last year we had an event here, and it really was a great event. You know, the kids had a good time. It's kids from hospitals around the area who, you know, have been in the hospital for a while and, you know, would just love to have a time where they can come out and have some fun. So we use basketball to get them out, to get their parents out and have some fun on the court and forget about all the time they've been in the hospital and forget about what ails them and just have a little bit of fun.
Good job, good job. Might break a sweat today.
Well, I met Nicholas's father, who passed away, Nicholas did, right. Lamont, and want to talk about him just a little bit, who he was and what does that mean?
He's a great guy. You know, I just met him last year, and you know, everything that he's been through. His son just passed last year, and really tough thing, leukemia, and I really learned a lot about leukemia last year and all the things that they do around just to give kids opportunities to have some fun and get out and get away from the hospital, and he's been, you know, the one to spearhead the whole thing. You do a lot of things, nonprofit organizations, a lot of things obviously basketball related. Now you're in your 8th year as an assistant coach in the NBA, 3rd with the Warriors. Tell us about Basketball Without Borders, that you've been participating in that. Well, Basketball Without Borders is an opportunity for the NBA to go to places all over the world and spread the word, spread the NBA, spread everything good about the NBA, and give these kids a chance to be coached by NBA coaches and get a feel for what the NBA is all about. So 2005, like you said, I went to China and it was a great experience. And then this summer was awesome. We went to Johannesburg,
yes,
in South Africa, and it was great. You know, we were able to go to the Apartheid Museum and really see what South Africa was all about, and then get the kids there who really wanted to be coached and all the athleticism that they have. And, you know, for us, it was important to get to the kids, but we also wanted to get to the coaches and, you know, really have a lasting imprint on them so they can increase the skills and really be able to coach the kids well so they can get better and maybe one day make it to the NBA.
You were raised in the basketball family, and your dad, Paul, whom I played against for many, many years, did he instill these values in you as a young child and pass it on and tell you the importance of sharing and giving back?
Absolutely. You know, my dad was always one to give back, and when he'd go speak at camps or clinics, I would always be with him, and it was really important to him. So for me, to use basketball as a tool to get kids to think about education or get kids to think about family. And, you know, the camps that I do are always a little bit, there's a different twist to them. Like I do a father and son camp where the fathers and sons actually get to be on the court together. And I do a fathers and daughters camp because I have daughters. And, you know, that special time on the basketball floor is something that I experienced growing up. And that was really the only time I got to hang out with my dad was on the basketball court. So I try to get people on the court so they can get together and have a good time and you know, get some great experiences.
We in the NBA, involved in the NBA, are highly visible. On this end where I am, as a player, as a coach with you, do you feel that coaches and players should be role models for kids and that they have to live beyond their own little circle?
Absolutely. I mean, whether they like it or not, they're in the spotlight. And for me, I mean, to be a role model is great. And I feel like I'm more of a role model than the players at times because, you know, it's so hard to get to where the players are going to be. But if you really love basketball and you have an education, maybe you can be a coach. You know, whether maybe it's not an NBA coach, but there's so many different levels to be a coach or be involved in basketball or the NBA or your favorite team. You can wear a shirt just as easily as somebody else if you love basketball, you have the education. So that's kind of where I fit in with the whole, you know, role model thing. Is I feel like I'm a role model because of education, because of basketball, and I want to pass that on to kids.
Thanks for your time, Stephen.
Thank you.